well, and he's kind of just running around.
Yeah, I mean, that was the big question mark coming into this draft, is how successful would Bounty Hunter be in the very early stages. And of course, there is something to say, as we can see some action top lane. Raven taking a little bit of damage, going to throw out the snowball on in July. Yeah, stun in 3. Is he close enough though? It's a level 2 burrow strike, so indeed it is, and that's going to be first blood going away, taking some damage. 1437 looking to come in, but Dogfights TPs to the rescue of his support, pops the dust, and that is a dead Bounty Hunter. And we haven't even talked about the kiting potential on Sven in the later stages of the game, but we'll have to wait on that as Paparazzi is going to take a crush.
He's going to man up, it looks like.
He is dealing a lot of damage though. Tim's better be careful. If there's any vision, he actually just dies there.
Give him a dust and he can 1v2 this lane really easily.
Oh, okay. All right. There's Cicada to the rescue. Excellent. We have some rotations as this tier 1 tower is taken out in the bot lane. Cicada, well, that's the issue with Quap versus, actually uses the coil mid lane. Let me just go there while you're going to show a different fight in the bot lane.
That's
but
right.
Looks like Quap's going to get away for now. Paparazzi taking a bit of damage. Dual Breath will connect. Dogfight's trying to get a trade here before his carry will fall, but it's not going to happen. It's going to be a trade, but not the way they wanted. Bounty Hunter,
does he have a hook for this?
Slaughter for Venoman. There's the Janata coming into play. He's going to land his Gale.
This is one awkward gank.
Yeah, oh my god, he actually gets off his ultimate. He's going to do a ton of damage with it, but it will cost him his life in the end. Yeah, if there was one TP, they could probably get a couple kills.
There it is.
They're going to force one out. Paparazzi will finally drop to the Dual Breath in July. Gets the Burrow Strike onto Bounty Hunter. Can't see him. He can't see him, but he will drop regardless to the rot damage.
I know.
Yeah, for sure. And this is kind of almost like a denial of Roche as well. I mean, not that they could really do it right now, perhaps, but
great
yeah, with Slaughter, Roche would be a lot easier to take. It's Bounty Hunter again. It just feels like
we've seen this a million times right now.
Every 30 seconds he's just dying, and well, at least it's your second lowest net worth doing that. I suppose.
At least he's getting information for his team so they know what's going on.
All right, don't go there, guys. I died, in case you didn't know. Dogfight's going to get stun out. We have a blink in from Slaughter. That's the blink reveal. He gets a crush up on the absolutely nobody. Double Burrow Strike by In July into a Dogfight's Dismember and Sonic Wave, and this is a disaster for TNC as Raven attempts to TP out, but that's a little bit ambitious. So 3 dead if you count the Bounty Hunter, and then it's going to be a free Roche. This is balling out of control for IGV.
It is indeed.
And another kill.
All right.
Hey, I'm not doing camera. That is not my fault.
King stunned him, and he right-clicked him. He's dead.
Oh, okay.
I caught it. Don't worry.
Great, thank you. Oh, there's a blind Burrow Strike onto Puck. A nice crush onto 2. Loser Orb comes out. Is he actually going to jaunt? Indeed, he does. Slaughter in the thick of things. Has his sprint enabled, so he should be able to get away, at least for now. Puck, though, the right clicks from Venomancer are just way too much to take. And Bounty Hunter, that is like the 8th or 9th or 10th or 11th death or something like that. And TNC just dropping like flies at this point. Jakiro attempting to get away, has a negative earn charge applied. Gonna try to dodge the hook, but or not actually. At this stage, you got to take that trade.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
Oh,
he was actually really close to taking it too, and they're actually jumping.
Oh, that was such a quick Orchid, but he's gonna Yules out of it, so should be fine for now. Gets the Yules out. There's a big ult from Venomancer. Slaughter is the first to fall. Tim's, well,
we've seen this before, guys. Move the camera back.
Yeah, we don't need 6. Come on. Hey. Above 15K, my friend.
No way that you'd want to play against Chen like that.
Yeah, I completely agree. Another fast Orchid, this time onto Sven, as he's going to attempt to do some damage, but I believe, yeah, that is a halberd on the Venomancer.
That's game.
And GG is called. TNC getting absolutely steamrolled by IGV in game number 1 of this best of 3.
IGV versus TNC continues now.
Yeah, Sam H actually gets stunned to the cold feet. And a couple more right clicks actually might take him out. One more, and Super gets the first blood for IGV. Recently is because of the Darkseer count.
Right.
And we're not seeing that here. We're gonna have a roll in. It's gonna connect on a Cuckoo, and there's the blocks. A nice kick, as Cuckoo might be in a bit of trouble here. Pops the healing, but I don't. Well, actually might get away. No, Cicada jumps in to help finish him off. Scream of pain. Is it enough? And Cuckoo actually turns it around. Couple more right clicks. He gets a double kill.
Is he right?
Are you?
No, he's dead. He's dead.
I mean, who cares?
Almost
Almost a deny from Tim's, though. I mean, this team, that is the one thing to keep note of.
All 5 of their heroes right-click, right?
Oh, that's a great point, actually, as Quap is taking a ton of damage, and the right-clicks will suffice as Tinker takes him out. Dogfight's now attempting to run away, has very little mana, and no spells are up anyway. And, well, the Fissure not quite in time.
Is down daytime, kind of just getting walked out.
They get the tower, and here's the initiation this time onto Tinker. Sonic Wave just blows him up. Night Stalker looks to be next on the list. One more right click may suffice. They're going to scout him out. with the AA.
Just have the map up top, Sam H.
Sam H attempting to TP out, but that ain't happening. Not on IGV's watch. And they're going to find the Tinker. The stun won't be there for dogfights, but Paparazzi, pretty hard to miss that one. False Promise is applied though, and Earthspear might have gone a little bit too deep as Injuly gets a nice enchant totem off onto Sam H. But it might cost somebody the life.
They're taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, they're going to take out the nice taco with these. It ends up being a 1-for-1, but 1437 looks to be next on the list. One more right click. So he misses! Sakata has to link to finish off that 1437, that pesky Oracle. Get blown up, co-op to some degree, or Spirit maybe.
It helps because it makes them, oh, this is
we're going to have a fight as, see the Bat Rider ult coming out. Lots of damage coming. Echo Slam on a bunch of heroes. In July is going to be the first to fall. That's 2 dead for IGV, and they need to run. Super. Third on the list. Earthspear. This is getting close to just an absolute disaster. She's going to use the Lincolns on Sven. So he's going to jump in. But a nice BKB. Beautiful timing. He's going to completely dodge the Stormbolt. And in fact, they're just going to find the Earthspears. Injuly jumps in with the Earthshaker ult and the Sonic Wave coming through as well. It's a 1-for-1. That is the Tinker dead. No buyback, nada. Paparazzi pops the BKB, going to town onto Tim's, who should be going down to one more right click, and indeed he does. Raven, False Promise was applied to him. He's going to live through the day. Ends up being a 4-for-1 inner.
Okay. He's
in. He's going to get silenced. The Roche isn't going super fast, and here comes Troll actually. Right-clicking Paparazzi with the whirling axes as well. He's going to go down to the right clicks. Roshan is still available for the taking. Who will actually get it? AAL coming in. Hits 3 heroes. That's pretty big. Super in the meantime taking a rocket to the face. Make that 2. He will fall as well. It's a 2-for-0. A great buyback in the end here for Bat Rider, as Tinker is just going to work on this IGV lineup. In July, the last one to limp away in this vicinity at the very least. It's in their feet, the tingling. They might have a little case of RLS, but here we go. Cuckoo is going to be caught out. He gets the Dagon. He's going to finish off the AA, but it will cost him his life. Actually, he got 2. He got Earthspirit as well. I didn't even realize. Good God. Raven's going to pop the BKB, but here comes the Earthshaker with the big ult. But was it big? Don't think so, because they're all dying left, right, and center. Sakata trying to finish off 1437, but he's going to ult himself. So we'll live through the night. 4 dead for IGV as they're going to continue the pressure onto Sakata. Sakata getting bashed up. Can they find some more lockdown to actually finish him off? Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, although Flamebreak comes out. Takes a Shadow Strike, does Sam H. We have a smoke here. Blinks out from both Earthspirit and the Queen of Pain. Should keep them safe. In fact, they're going to smoke into the smoke, and now they know Sam H jumps in, but he's just going to drop right off the bat, along with the Ice Blast coming out. Raven pops the BKB, going to town, along with the Dagon, is going to finish off the Earthspirit. That's a 1-for-1 right now, as Sakata wants to come into play. Paparazzi already popped the BKB and God's Strength. And Night Stalker and Tinker teaming up against this Queen of Pain. The silence is just out of control. You cannot do anything as Klopp, unfortunately. As IGV now has to run, In July has barely any mana to work with. Takes the Void. It is nighttime still. And the March Testicles for sure. My God! Cuckoo! The burst damage. Speaking out of control, TNC is looking really good to finish this game right now. As they can take out this Rax. In July, looking to get an Enchant Totem, but Raven, again, these burst damage. Cuckoo. He can kill literally everybody. That's a Dagon 5 now, right? It's bright. It's really bright.
Oh,
Rax,
that's
that
the
icon.
cosmetic difference, right?
Yeah, the cosmetic difference indeed. So mid-Rax is going to be taken out. Bottom Rax looks to be next for T. That means a lot as GG's come out, and this is going to be a tied series 1-1. We were right, man. This is going to game 3. One team is moving forward. Do they actually want to, well,
he is.
A couple more right clicks, he will fall. That's the negative shadow word applied to him, and down he goes. First blood goes the way of Sakata. He was in a bit of a trouble, but the Laguna Blade, along with the Burrow Strike, he's healing a lot with the shadow word, but no. Down goes the Death Prophet, and Cuckoo somehow lives to see another day. Jakiro dies on the other side of the map, but we don't care about that, as the Burrow Strike is going to play along with the Dragon Slave. Couple more right clicks. Super will drop to the Cuckoo Lina. Sakata, this is the hero that is really, I would say, item dependent. The Death Prophet has the Yule Scepter. We're going to see the Burrow Strike into Macro Pyre. Treant Protector gets an Overgrowth off. Death Prophet is here. Can they actually find a kill? They get the Yule Scepter swap onto Tim's. Looks like Treant Protector is going to be the first to fall, though. Raven spinning away. Sakata continuing the pressure. Here comes Tim's with the Epicenter, but really to no avail. Chaotic Offering is going to be used to take out Raven. That is the kill that they wanted, and they get it. for the Treant Protector. So a pretty good trade overall. Tim's neutral creep takes them out. That is some hate. Yeah. Solar Crest being applied by Vengeful Spirit. This is the beauty. You don't even need to be up front with Venge in this scenario. Just let Centaur tank, take out that tower slowly but surely.
Yep, Warlock just heals him up too. Now DP ult's available as well. This tower's dying so fast.
There's the Exorcism. Batrider jumps in. The Hoof Stomp will not connect. Swap is still available if they want to use it. Ice Path onto 2, into an LSA, into a Blade Fury, Laguna Blade, Burrow Strike, Chaotic Offering, everything being used to full effect. Death Buff, it dies first for IGV. And Centaur, although being the best hero in the game, will be second to drop. And this is not looking like a great fight for IGV. They committed a little bit too much, stayed a little bit too long. So no worse for wear is this Lina, as he's actually going to run into a Vengeful Spirit, gets the LSA off, but he bit off a little bit more than he could chew, perhaps. There's a swap coming out from Paparazzi. Cuckoo ends up dropping. That's the Aegis, though. And Venge with very little mana. And beautiful double Burrow Strike. There's the Silence, though, from Cicada. He's coming to play. No Exorcism for another 70 seconds. Omni Slash is coming to play as well. Sand King drops to the deck. Centaur is next on the list. It's a 1-for-1 as the Blade Fury continues. Treant Protector, no overgrowth for 30 seconds. Vengeful Spirit stuck by his tier 2 tower. That's going to give him a little bit more armor to work with. Lina dies. That is a Bloodstone charges down the deck, but he's going to be back in 10 seconds. So this fight is actually going crazy. This is TNC style Dota, man.
This is what they want.
Batrider. Everybody's just sitting in this Firefly, and the illusions from Juggernaut end up dropping another hero. Blade Fury will find the fourth, and Sakata's in a lot of trouble. All he has to work with is a Yule Step. Can he finish off the Batrider? Indeed, he cannot. A team wipe. Well, Exorcism is getting close to ending, so does that mean TNC wants to stay in fight? Paparazzi. Blade Fury now on Raven. Right-clicking to his heart's content. Cicada doesn't really have any Siphon Souls yet. He gets swapped out by Paparazzi, but will burn to the fire in the end. And there's the Chaotic Offering used from defensive ability. 2 dead for IGV, though, and Super just getting right-clicked by Raven, just going to town on all these heroes. That is in July with a heart, with an Aegis. Will it mean anything? Now that's one. Will they find another? All they have is Treant Protector. Don't think that's going to save him. No overgrowth for another 13 seconds. Burrow Strike, Laguna Blade does next to nothing, actually. And Centaur uses his ult, able to get a double Hoof Stomp, and there's the buyback from Warlock. If you can get a Fatal Bonds, maybe that'll make a bit of a difference. So right clicks continue, and Centaur's finally taken out. And this is just looking disastrous for IGV. And Cicada, I mean, this is the thing. You pop Exorcism, everybody runs away, and then what do?
Now we're about to see 90 seconds of no Exorcism where TNC can just regroup. Yep, they're trying to fight right now.
Oh my, TNC. Coming back in, Ice Path on a couple heroes again, as here comes the Blade Fury as well, dogfights. Don't think he has overgrowth right now, as he's going to be the first to fall in this mini engagement, as Cuckoo barely gets away with his life, but there's a Fatal Bonds applied, so if there's
he might die to that,
he might die. Paparazzi taking the right click, Silence comes out, not sure if it's going to be enough to save his life. Lincolns gets popped, there's the Hoof Stomp, Juggernaut's being turned around, and it's a 3v1. That is just the Aegis, though. Cuckoo coming back in, he's not afraid at all. Don't think he wants to go on Centaur. He is one tanky mother F, as Laguna Blade is used to take out Vengeful Spirit. That is no Venge position 1 for another 70 seconds. It does have buyback in July. Absolutely no mana thanks to the Diffusal Blade. And the stuns just seem endless for this guy. As there's the buyback from Venge. Will it be enough to save the Centaur? Absolutely not. But
yep, 60 seconds for no DP ult, and TNC are going to abuse this opening that they have, and they're just running right back in.
Jumps in. He has the the Lincoln Sphere applied to him right now. As there's a Centaur ult, Chaotic Offering used the full effect as well. Batrider extremely low. The BKB keeping him alive for now. His Healing Word finally taken out as the Omni Slash is just tearing everybody a new one, shrizzling them up left, right, and center. 4 dead for IGV, and GG's come out. TNC finishing with style is Raven. Just wrecks with a Rampage.
Yep. The panel talked about the openings between the Death Prophet Ultimate, especially in their lineup.